So how was that conversation when you guys did ask for your release? Like how were they, how did they tell you no? Like did you have to ask someone? Did you have to write in and await a response? I'm very interested in how that process even goes.
Again, I don't, I don't know how much of the full office inner workings we should necessarily pass on, but we do go in physically and we talk to the bosses and we just told them clear as day, Joe. We didn't want to pull any punches or hide anything. And again, to reiterate what James had just said, it wasn't a fallout. A lot of people think that some of the moves that we made was like a big fuck you to the company, and it just wasn't. It was all completely selfish, to be honest. It was all about
I was definitely hoping I'd hear about you putting your finger in Norman Smiley's face and being like, let me out of my deal.
He's freaking off.
He's like the loveliest man in the world.
And then dance. That's what he would do.
No, we went straight in. We talked with the head coaches and we just told Matt Bloom and Shawn Michaels, and we just told them exactly where we were at. You know, like it felt at the time like if we were to stay, it was almost as good as like a retirement. We just weren't progressing. We weren't enjoying it. I honestly started getting to a point where I was thinking, I don't know if I like wrestling anymore. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just don't even enjoy this anymore. I know now that that's definitely not the case, because I just wasn't enjoying what we were doing. It wasn't fulfilling, and it wasn't enough money for me to, as I say, essentially retire. If you're going to make me a millionaire, I'll retire for that money.
Yeah, fair.
But it wasn't enough money for me to give up on the thing that I've done my entire life. So we just went in, we told them exactly where we were at. We said, look, you know, we came here to progress to the main roster with X, Y, and Z in place, and with how we're being presented, we don't think we're getting there for a long time. And if we do stick to this and scratch and claw and keep on doing what you guys are asking us to do, it's still not guaranteed that we'll get there. Again, James alluded to it earlier. We decided to make that move to go elsewhere because we can enjoy it elsewhere. If we find that we are fulfilled and we manage to pick up another deal elsewhere that pays all the bills and keeps us happy, then maybe that's the final move for us where we go away. But also, we wouldn't be the first people in this industry to sidestep, to go elsewhere, carry on doing what you're doing, enjoy yourself out there, rebuild, make yourself a name, and then circle back. You know, obviously Cody Rhodes is the one that everybody talks about because he's currently circled back in a very explosive way, straight into the main event scene, top guy on the brand. But so some people will naturally be like trying to compare us to someone like a Cody Rhodes, but he's not the only guy to do something like that. You've got Drew McIntyre did it in a similar way. Massive, came back straight into the main event scene. You've also got guys up and down the card. You've got guys right at the bottom of the card who did this in their own way. You've got guys in the middle of the card. I won't go into individual details because there's probably 1,000 already springing to your head anyway. But there are so many examples of people leaving a company, coming straight back in the future. So the door's still open. The relationships are still there. It's just on us now as to what happens next. And we're not forcing anything. We're just going with it, seeing what happens and enjoying ourselves.
And for what it's worth, when we went in to explain this, it wasn't like, kicking the door down going, hey, we fucking quit or anything like that. It was like we messaged the office the night before, like, can we meet up on the Monday? It's like hey, we need to talk sort of text. And then when we had the conversation with Matt Bloom and Shawn Michaels, like, they weren't surprised. Like, I think if they were active wrestlers in their youth and they were in our situation, I feel like they would have probably done the same thing. It was just kind of like, yeah, you boys need to, shake it up, or so to speak, and, do what's best for you.